Google's new Flamingo is a game changer for the YouTube industry. Google's Deepmind just recently published a paper proposing a family of machine learning models to do more work with much less heavy lifting and time-consuming training. The upside of that is, as the notorious tech giant claims, massive cost savings as training is quickly becoming prohibitively expensive. The downside is that combining visual learning with the language model is no small task. Is it going to be a massive game changer? Let's find out. Google just combined Deepmind and Google Brain into one big AI team, and on Wednesday, the new Google Deepmind shared details on how one of its visual language models, or VLM, is being used to generate descriptions for YouTube Shorts, which can help with discoverability. The Flamingo model family is a few-shot visual language model, or VLM, set of different software systems. This is different from a more unified model like GPT-3. The Deepmind team at Google says it works better than all previous few-shot learning methods, even those that were fine-tuned with a lot more data. A preprint of Deepmind's academic paper on the subject says that Flamingo was made to take both text and images as inputs and come up with a text-only answer. This gives the models a lot more room to figure out what the data means. Deepmind uses a dataset that it made in-house just for multimodal ML research. All of the data is unlabeled and comes from the public internet. There are 43.3 million instances of 185 million images and 182 gigabytes of text. To put it simply, here's a good example of what Flamingo can do. When it was being trained, it was only shown a few examples of how to use inference to figure out what kind of animal it was, solve a math problem, count all the types of animals in an image, and much more. After being told what sort of inference its users wanted, it was given another image and asked to return to an explanatory text of the input. Deepmind based Flamingo off of its own recently released 70 billion parameter chinchilla language model, which was pre-trained. Deepmind fused the chinchilla LM with visual learning elements by adding novel architecture components in between that keeps training data isolated and frozen, giving them the 80 billion parameter Flamingo FLM. In a preprint of Deepmind's academic paper on the subject, it says that Flamingo was made to take in both text and images and come up with a text-only answer. This gives the models a lot of room to figure out what the data means. Deepmind uses a dataset that it made in-house just for multimodal ML research. All of the data was taken from the public internet and is unlabeled. There are 43.3 million instances with 185 million images and 182 gigabytes of text. This machine learning model has a lot of possible uses, and they aren't just limited to what Flamingo can do with data. The model could also help machine learning as a whole, which is having trouble because it takes more energy and computing power to train new models. One estimate says that a single Google BERT training session releases as much carbon as a trans-American jet flight. Deepmind-based Flamingo off of its own recently released 70 billion parameter chinchilla language model, which was pre-trained. Deepmind fused the chinchilla LM with visual learning elements by adding novel architecture components in between that kept training data isolated and frozen, giving them the 80 billion parameter Flamingo FLM. A visual language model by Deepmind and Google Brain. Flamingo is a state-of-the-art AI language model developed by Google Deepmind. As a visual language model, it is trained on a massive dataset of text and images, enabling it to understand the relationship between visual content and the corresponding textual descriptions. The primary goal of Flamingo regarding YouTube Shorts is to generate accurate and informative descriptions, which will be stored as metadata to enhance video categorization and searchability. If you're liking this video so far, then make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now, back to the video. How Flamingo works. Flamingo generates video descriptions by analyzing the initial frames of a YouTube short. By utilizing its extensive training in text and image datasets, Flamingo can create concise and accurate descriptions of the content within the video. These descriptions are then stored as metadata, enabling YouTube's search algorithms to better categorize videos and match search results to viewer queries. It is important to note that the generated descriptions are not visible to users or creators. Instead, they serve as behind-the-scenes metadata that helps improve the overall searchability and discoverability of YouTube Shorts. The need for Flamingo in YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts, a platform within YouTube for short-form video content, has experienced rapid growth, surpassing 50 billion daily views. But Shorts creators often overlook the importance of adding metadata, such as titles and descriptions, to their videos. The process of creating a YouTube Short is more streamlined than that of longer-form content, leading to a lack of incentive for creators to invest time in optimizing their metadata. Also, YouTube Shorts are predominantly consumed through a feed where users swipe from one video to another, reducing the likelihood of actively searching for specific content. The lack of metadata and search-driven consumption behavior created a need for an AI-powered solution like Flamingo to improve YouTube Shorts discoverability. Flamingo is already applying auto-generated descriptions to new Shorts uploads, and it has done so for a large corpus of existing videos, including the most viewed videos. For Shorts, creators sometimes don't add metadata because the process of creating a video is more streamlined than it is for a longer-form video. Todd Sherman, the director of product management for Shorts, added that because Shorts were mostly watched on a feed where people are just swiping to the next video instead of actively browsing for them, there isn't as much incentive to add the metadata. Experts had to ask if Flamingo would be applied to longer-form YouTube videos down the line. "We think it's completely conceivable that it could," says the company. "We think that the need is probably a little bit less though." The company notes that for a longer-form video, a creator might spend hours on things like pre-production, filming, and editing, so adding metadata is a relatively small piece of the process of making a video. And because people often watch longer-form videos based on things like a title and a thumbnail, creators of those have an incentive to add metadata that helps with discoverability. So the answer there is that we'll have to wait and see. But given Google's major push to infuse AI into nearly everything it offers, applying something like Flamingo to longer-form YouTube videos feels within the realm of possibility, which could have a huge impact on YouTube search in the future. Flamingo's current deployment on YouTube Shorts. Flamingo is already in use on YouTube Shorts, generating metadata for new uploads as well as a large corpus of existing videos, including the most viewed ones. This widespread deployment of Flamingo illustrates Google Deepmind's commitment to improving the discoverability and search experience for YouTube Shorts creators and viewers alike. In the near future, Flamingo-like AI models could become an integral part of video search optimization strategies, helping creators and viewers alike remove to discover and engage with relevant content efficiently. The widespread adoption of AI-generated metadata could ultimately reshape the online video landscape, enabling creators to showcase their work and viewers to find the content they desire more quickly and effectively. Will it work for longer YouTube videos? While Flamingo is currently being used for YouTube Shorts, its potential applications extend to other forms of video content. Longer-form YouTube videos, for example, could benefit from Flamingo's AI-generated descriptions, as creators often spend considerable time on pre-production, filming, and editing. Adding metadata to these videos, although crucial for discoverability, may not always be a top priority for creators. But it is worth noting that longer-form videos are often watched based on factors such as titles and thumbnails, with creators having a greater incentive to optimize their metadata. As a result, the need for Flamingo's AI-generated descriptions may be less pronounced for longer-form content. Nevertheless, Google's ongoing push to integrate AI into its products and services suggests that Flamingo's application to other video formats remains a possibility. Deepmind didn't say anything about how much energy it takes to train a Flamingo model, but it did say it's expensive to train from a computational standpoint. At the same time, the paper said that Flamingo can be quickly adapted to low-resource settings and tasks such as evaluating data for personally identifiable information, social biases, stereotypes, and other things that can lead to the common problem of AI bias. Even so, Flamingo might not be ready for prime time yet. And not because the model is bad. Deepmind says that few-shot training has some problems, such as the fact that when a training dataset is so small, there are too many variables to take into account. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to watch more insightful videos, click on your screen now, and we'll see you there.